New York Comic Con. Welcome, everybody. Let's bring a few friends up to the stage. Let's start with Mr. Jim Calfiore. You will come on up. Come on up. Come over there. Yeah. Mr. Fred Van Lente, come on up. There you go.
Yeah, good idea. There we go.
Cool. All right. So, Leaving Megalopolis, kick-started graphic novel written by Jim and Gail Simone, and Gail should hopefully be coming, so we'll hold our breath there. But yeah, tell us about kick-starting this book that happened so long ago.
Yeah, it's almost 3 years ago. Gail and I had been on Secret Six at DC, and that had been canceled the day of the new 52. And I just become aware of Kickstarter. I thought that was really cool, really great place to start things for people. And I just said to Gail, do you want to try that? And she'd sent me several ideas and just quick little paragraphs. And I really like the concept of Megalopolis, where all the superheroes have gone just insane, and people are trying to survive. We put it together, put it up. We did very well. Kickstarter is one place where you get a lot of direct interaction with the fans, and it was a lot of fun to do. And then once we published it, fulfilled that, we then picked Dark Horse for taking the book to the stores.
Absolutely. Man, it looks fantastic. The interior page is here. Book came out back in July.
So it's a comedy, clearly, from
Yes.
the
That's the opening pages that, I think it's 6 or 7 pages that are just no dialogue that Gail set up really well. Each panel tells a little story, and it sets up and answers questions right away. She did a great job with that. Like the very first panel on that left page, we didn't have to spend time explaining why the army wasn't there, trying to corral them. As you can see, there's a tank stuck in the middle of a building about 20 stories up. So kind of like, she did a really nice job of setting the stage so we didn't have to do any sort of exposition on later pages and have people talking for a page and a half in flashbacks. So I really like when I got the script how that's set up really well.
It's a pretty freaky story, too.
Oh,
yeah. It's very scary. It's good. And then we jump off of this, coming to Fred Van Lente's brand new ongoing series coming out very shortly here in November, starting. Fred, you want to bring up your art team? We've got everybody here.
Those great covers are by Mr. Wando, who's right here. And the interiors are by Mr. Fabrizio Rosmeek. I just met these gentlemen today. And here you have some of their spectacular artwork for the interiors. Resurrectionists is a lot of things. Resurrectionists is what Philip K. Dick wrote Crime Fiction. Resurrectionists is a story about people who can summon and become their own past lives. Resurrectionists is a crime series set in ancient Egypt, but also cutting back up in 2015 about a series of criminals, tomb robbers, who have been trying to complete the same heist over and over again for the past 3,000 years. They keep getting reincarnated over and over and over again in different eras. And behind Lena, who's one of our main characters on the right there, you see she's been a Viking and a boxer and a Mohawk scout. And the folks on the left there, those are our main characters. Jericho Way, who's an architect turned thief, and beneath him is Dow, who is a tomb robber turned, a tomb builder turned tomb robber. And so these people are trying to steal their souls back, and it's taken 3,000 years to do it. And here's some even more amazing artwork from our pals here.
It's about working in the past, the present, and the future.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff that's going on, and I mean, this tale is going to take you all over the place, essentially.
Right.
Where do you draw a lot of your inspirations from?
Well, the initial germ of the idea for Resurrections came when I was doing historical research for an issue of Marvel Adventures Fantastic Four I was doing featuring Ramatug. The fact that I was doing historical research about Marvel Adventures Fantastic Four should tell you all you need to know about me in my process. But I read this amazing paragraph in a book about ancient Egypt that the tomb robbers, when they would go in and they would steal your stuff and they would desecrate your mummy, they were trying to kill you in the afterlife. Because the Egyptians believed that, you know, the afterlife isn't just you go and live on a cloud and there's grandma and your dog who died when you were 6 and all that stuff. The time keeps moving on. So the idea was, what if reincarnation is a mortal life? And so the things we do in the past keep moving on in the future. These are some awesome modern day pages. And these people keep repeating themselves over and over again. And we have criminals, and we have stories set in the Tokugawa shogunate, and we have stories set in Shanghai during World War II. And you have people who are repeating the same archetypes over and over again, but they're trying to steal their futures back, and so they can forge new destinies for themselves.
Fascinating stuff. Fred's a bit of a history buff. He also does a action philosophers series. All kinds of great. Hey,
And
Gail! Come on. Gail, come on.
Sorry, they have me in the very back of the very back of the very back of everything.
It's a little busy up there, right? Yeah, totally. A couple more covers from Resurrectionists over here to take a look at. Nice.
Oh yes, more
Unseen covers.
awesome
So
on
first
those
look
covers.
for everybody. This is coming up. So do 3 and 4 here.
Yep.
Good. So now, let's go ahead. I'm going to have my art friends from Resurrection step off, if you don't mind. We're going to exit, and I'm going to bring up Raphael Albuquerque. Come on up, Raphael. Come on, Raphael Albuquerque. So Raphael has a brand new series that's coming out next year, creator-owned series called 8. Cool. Okay. Cool. Yes. Brand new creator-owned series called 8. Also a bit of time travel, if you will. Let's talk about what you've got going on.
Yeah, well, this is it's pretty much a story about Joshua, this time traveler who lives in a near future somehow. And to save his ill wife, he was offered this opportunity, not an opportunity, but this mission, almost a suicidal mission, to travel in time to not the past and not exactly a future there, but somehow let's say a temporal garbage, a place that we call the meld. The meld is this place where everything that ever walked or will walk in Facebook can coexist. So you can find dinosaurs there living with humans and pretty much everything you ever imagine. So he's in this place lost, and he has this mission to save, his wife. I don't know if I can talk much more about it.
No, that's pretty good. The sweet
They like
PR
it.
party next door. We heard you. Awesome.
One cool thing about it, one cool thing about the project that it's how we are using the colors on it. As you can see, it's very simple somehow, but we are using these basic colors like yellow or green or blue as a storytelling form. This will guide the reader through the times we are showing, and I think that's a kind of cool touch on the project.
All right. And now I'd also like to bring up Mr. Brian Wood, who's in the house tonight. Brian? Brian's got, he's been doing so much for Dark Horses of late. Wrapped up on a Conan series. He's had an ongoing Massive with us forever. He's got a new series called Rebels coming out next year, which is written by, is there an artist here? Andrea is, I believe, somewhere upstairs, but I think it's just you tonight. Great.
Yeah, I'm happy. This is the cover that was hot off the presses, or hot off
Not
Sula's
seen
drawing table, which is really great. I had to really resist the urge to post this. Talk about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell us a little bit about the book, Brian.
So this is a monthly book that's going to start in April, and it's sort of it's my next sort of big historical fiction comic, following my Viking book. This one is about the American Revolution, and sort of not just about the battles and the war and the history that we may have learned in school or see in movies and stuff. But this is sort of about the overall culture, the colonial period that prefaced the war. I have story ideas that take us all the way up to Lewis and Clark. So it's intended to be very wide-ranging, very comprehensive. This first one sort of deals with the Green Mountain Boys, which is very dear to my heart. I grew up in Vermont, and they were, in fact, America's first militia, which makes for a lot of great writing. Sort of like playing off the idea of a militia, which obviously means something very different now here in this country than it did then, or possibly it doesn't. I don't know. So that's the sort of meat of this first story arc I'm dealing with. And it follows this young guy who's married very, very young. And he and his wife sort of lived through the war years. And so the sort of various demands on him as like a combatant and her as like a home front type. Andrea is the artist. I really wish he was here. Despite him being from Italy, he's weirdly just as much a American Revolution history buff as I am, which is very, very good. I didn't know it in advance. I actually asked him if he wanted to draw this book, and I'm like, I don't really know if you care. This is not your history. It's fine if you don't care about it. If you want to pass. And he just emailed me back a picture of him in like full costume with like the guns and everything. Oh my God! So I'm like, great. So that really, I mean, that's great for like a lot of reasons. It also really cuts down on like the reference hunting and the research. So yeah, this is an April book, monthly.
A couple of brand new unseen pages here for everybody here in the audience tonight. It's uncolored, obviously, but fabulous, very cool stuff. Also, I want to touch on the last arc of the Massive is coming up. We're approaching the end of a 30-issue run, which has been very impressive. What's in store for the end, Brian?
Now you see why this book is always labeled as sci-fi when you look at that cover. The Massive really is the ending, so there's not really much I can say, or I want to say. We're almost there, so I'm just going to let you finish it and read it. I don't want to ruin anything. Yeah, you kind of, that's enough of a hint there. And that last cover there with the ship with the sails, it's like, no offense to anybody else, like hands down, my favorite piece of art that's ever been on any of my books. It's really, really good.
Very cool. Yeah, that's coming up this next coming months now. I think through December. So keep an eye out for Massive. It's available in trade. Very cool stuff. And now, also now tonight, we have Tony Puryear and Erica Alexander, are going to come up and tell us a little bit about Concrete Park, this new hot new series that is here at Dark Horse and doing all kinds of crazy things in the sci-fi world.
Hi.
Hello, how are you? New York. We're so happy to be here. Tony's a New Yorker. I used to live here, and my sister's in the audience, Maisha. So thank you.
Our story is a science fiction story set in the near future where Earth's poor youth underclass has been sent off to another planet to mine for resources. So we're doing a story about sort of Australia in space, a presumably unfound continent, a new place where the question for these young exiles from Earth is, are they going to reproduce the same old violence and tribalism and hatred they left behind on planet Earth, or are they going to make something new and beautiful? And like Australia, it's a continent, it's in this case a world that's presumed to be uninhabited, or they don't care about the previous inhabitants, but that's going to be problematic as well. So in this series we get to work through issues of race, and class, of difference, of gender, and hopefully do it in a colorful, funky way. Thank you. Erica writes the book with me. I draw and color it. It's our first experience in comic books. I'm a screenwriter. Erica's an actress. I'm very proud of having taught myself how to draw comics after the age of 50. But Dark Horse, to our great pleasant surprise, was like, yeah, we'd like to do a book like that. What do you got? So here we are. We've had a great experience with Dark Horse that they recognized that there was room for a book about things like difference, race, class.
I mean, that's what this panel is about, is building characters. And frankly, comic books have always been in the forefront of where rebels and all sorts of people who think differently can build worlds and tell their stories. We're really happy to be a Dark Horse and do this type of thing. Obviously, very influenced by our background. I'm from Arizona, from up in the mountains. My brother, who's one of the co-creators, Robert, we're all from Arizona. My father was an itinerant preacher, and I lived in a world that's totally different from the one that I entered when I became an actress. And we often talk about class and status and being different, and sometimes it's not just about your skin color. It's obviously just how much money you might have or not have. All these things affect the world of Concrete Park. They're all outsiders. They're all have been exiled to another planet. They are exiled. They look into the sky. They think they can see Earth, but they will never go back. So this is it. Either they're going to have to do it, fix things with themselves, and stop fighting, and also finding ways to live with the people that will eventually maybe come out, or they will all die.
I want to tell you one more thing. I'm probably like one of the oldest people in this room, but when I was a kid, there used to be this beautiful song called Spanish Harlem by a guy named Benny E. King. And he talks about this rose that's growing in the street right up through the concrete, but it's soft and sweet and dreamy. That whole idea of something beautiful and precious coming up. Look around. This is about the ugliest convention center in the United States of America. and yet, look at this audience. Look at these beautiful faces that I'm seeing. Look at the multicolored rainbow of the people who are here. So there's something very beautiful. And growing up in New York, I was inspired by that feeling. Our main character, Luca, wears this cheesy plastic flower in her hair because nothing grows on this planet. But that's really a symbol of hope, and that there could be something beautiful found even here in this rough place. And so it's beautiful to come full circle and be here at the New York Comic Con talking about this book with us. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Yeah, stop now.
Is that the trade's available?
The trade's available.
We'll
We'll be signing tomorrow on Sunday. Come on down and see us at the Dark Horse.
Excellent. Matt Kent is not here. What he was supposed to be, but that's okay. New ongoing series coming from Matt very shortly. The Mind Management Master is here this weekend promoting this new series called Castaways. He's going to be doing a signing at the Dark Horse booth. It looks phenomenal. Highly recommend you come and check out Matt and Scott Collins. I believe they will be at the Dark Horse booth tomorrow. I apologize for not being here right now. Again, some mind management. We're also is we're going to announce that, what we announced yesterday, that Pistol Whip, his previous collection, has been now colored. It will be available as a total, complete collection of all the Pistol Whip stories from Matt Kent and Jason Hall. Very awesome stuff to check out. And additionally, Matt's Two Sisters collection, previously released material, will be out through Dark Horse summer 2015. And that looks incredible as well. We've really done a number on Matt's books and make them just awesome. And with that brings us to our next guest, Mr. Donnie Case. Donnie, come on up, buddy. Donnie Case. Musical chairs? Yeah. Okay.
Hi, people.
Cool. Donnie wrote a book for us called Buzz.
Said, hey, people.
Yeah.
Hey.
There you are. Donnie wrote a book called Buzzkill for us, which came out in trade earlier this year, and now a new ongoing series coming out called Ghost Fleet starts next month. And tell us what's in store for Donnie.
It's a bunch of big trucks doing a bunch of cool guy action stuff. So the Ghost Fleet's a real thing. Whenever the government needs to haul or transport secretive or hazardous stuff, they hire out this fleet of big rigs, and they're known as the Ghost Fleet. You guys have all seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? Yeah, all right, a couple of them. You've all seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, just clap. There you go. Raiders. All right. You know the end of Raiders, that big warehouse, all that crazy stuff? Yeah, the Ghost Fleet brought all that crap in. That's what the book's about. Not crap, but cool stuff. Yeah, my artist Daniel Warren Johnson is a beast. He's not here. He's in Chicago, drawing away. We have some more covers, right? Yeah.
By the church music.
Yeah, big truck action. Yeah, the book kind of it starts way back in. You guys can all hear it too, right? Yeah. I feel like I'm having an aneurysm. It's amazing. You guys smell almonds? The book starts like way back in like 1812 and kind of goes like all the way to like the crazy future. There's some crazy assassins. The Seventh Heaven theme is tripping me out. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, and so it's a lot of fun. There's crazy assassins, and there's like just some supernatural stuff, some big trucks, and go ahead and show us more covers. Yeah, and then that's the cover for, I don't know, what is that?
That's 3, 4,
That's
5.
3, and that's 4, and that's 5, I think. Number 3 is the most country song thing I've ever done in my life. It's a truck, a guy, a dog, a bow and arrow, and some liquor. Really awesome. And then more dogs and trucks and a big dude. That's awesome. And then there's Texas there at the end. You guys can see that. I don't know why I'm narrating it for you. Who wants a beer koozie? Yeah. All right. So I got like 4 of these things. I thought I was gonna have more of them. So what I'd like to do is keep it super organized and just toss these mindlessly. There's a temporary tattoo inside of the shoe. Who wants one over there? Yeah. Super. Yeah. I put a lot of football promotions. Yeah.
Really good.
All right, we did it. Okay, so I have a signing at 6, and I'll have a lot more of those. You guys can come. That's at Don Cates on Twitter. Follow me. We good?
Sure, power.
All right. We did it, guys.
Please, I want to bring up our next guest, who's Mr. Elliot Rahal. Come on out. He's writing a book with